Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So, y'all ready to revamp? A huge part of me for most of my life has just loved the idea of reinventing yourself and gravitated to people like musicians or actors, certain stories that would reinvent the fashion that would come in and be new. And who doesn't like a good renovation? Like, who doesn't like to feel refreshed? Even in a faith and Christian aspect, we love a good classic Christian worship song. I do. I mean, we remember the lyrics, it's touching, it's heartwarming, it is nostalgic, it's just a connection we have. And we also like a message that's just one that you've heard before. But I absolutely love to go into a service or listen to a sermon or podcast that is new. You're all here for a reason, you know, because you feel like you want to feel refreshed, you want to change something about yourself and feel more vibrant. It's something to think about constantly. If you feel like you're at a place that you're stagnant and there hasn't been a lot of change, hasn't been a lot of growth, or around you there's been a lot of growth and you've kind of just been taking the back seat or just like chill, content, comfortable. I am the queen of being comfortable and feeling safe. If I could play it safe and stay in my comfort zone and just not have change, then that would have been me. That's me. So I get it, but you can't get through life being like that. You're not going to have a vibrant life. You're not going to provide value for anyone. You're not going to fulfill your purpose. I think like externally or fashion-wise, hair-wise, home decor, all that kind of stuff is a lot easier than internally doing a renovation. So last year for me, 2019, was one of the hardest, uncomfortable, adjusting seasons of my life. If you know the whole wineskin thing, if you know, you know. But I wanted to change initially. God had a whole other plan. Here she is. There she is too. But she's in there. Look. Hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube family. Hello. Okay, we're back. Had to take a baby break, right? And feed you. And mommy also had to take a coffee break. So for me, and I was just thinking about it, like from last year, I had this whole transition, how I can be this new person as a mom, as a wife. I'm not there yet. I don't have a list of things to be like, hey guys, like I have completely reinvented myself. I am amazing. Like I am on that journey this year and it's already started, right? We all need to find our calling and live it out. Live out your life. You have one life and one body, so make it vibrant, make it refreshing, make it just so new. Don't stay stagnant. Don't be afraid. So going into this year, I prayed for being empowered, having clarity, so many things, but like empowerment is number one. Hey guys, so we're filming another day, obviously. The reason being that the baby woke up that day and like I kind of like it was scattered and I was all over the place. So I want to give you 3 tips, 3 things to do to help get you on the path of reinventing yourself. Make a list of all the things that you love about yourself. I did this and I'm gonna be honest, it was a lot harder than I thought it'd be, because a couple years ago, I feel like I wouldn't really have a problem with it. Like, not even in a conceited way, just I really genuinely had a lot more confidence. I felt like there was a lot of things that I liked about myself. And now I found it really hard. And I was like, wow, like this is important for me to do, because it just reminds you of all the positives in your life and all the positives about yourself, because we can get so caught up in our insecurities or like a negative mindset that it's hard to remember the things that you actually do like about yourself, down to the silliest thing. instead of like complaining about all the things that you don't like about yourself, to actually have a list of the things that you do love reiterates positivity in your life and about who you are. The second thing is to make another list on everything that you want to improve about yourself. Not everything you hate about yourself or dislike about yourself, not that at all. Just everything that you actually want to put into action to improve internally, even if it's physically, whatever it is. I have my lists right here. This was definitely easier for me to do, but it's okay because putting this on paper is actually putting yourself to action, pen to paper. You're visually looking at this. You're seeing the positives about yourself. You're seeing what is great, what people love about you. This clip is falling. On the other page, you're seeing things that you know you need to work on, you need to improve. Instead of just having that up in your head, you can visualize it. I know this sounds fluffy, like, okay, we're writing down, but it's a game changer when you actually do it. Yes, I know, like, sometimes we make lists of things to do for that day and like you don't check off all the lists and you're like, okay, I just like to write lists. I get that aspect, but I'm telling you, this is I feel personally, this is different than that because it's showing yourself self-love. Sometimes you think about the things that you want to change and it's just there in your head and it's just like, oh, I'll get to that, you know? But when you have it in comparison, lists together, like, okay, this is what I love, this is what I want to work on. Like, you have it all laid out for you right there. There's no excuse anymore. And so the next thing that I think is really important that, again, may sound like far out, but I want you to pick a word or two. Pick a word that umbrellas the most important things that you want to work on. For instance, positivity. You're a very negative person. You want to be more positive. You want to be more confident. You want to be more uplifting to others. So positivity is your word. Or assertiveness. You want to be bolder. You want to have boundaries. You don't want people to walk all over you. So assertiveness. I chose a word for my year, for 2020, and every single day, I kid you not, saying the word empowerment and visualizing myself being empowered, speaking that into my life, into my day, change everything. Like, pretty sure I only had like 2 days that were a little off, and even on those days I said, no, I'm empowered. It's okay, it's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm empowered. And I'm not kidding. My entire mindset changed, my entire mood. It's crazy because this morning too, God really like revealed some scriptures to me about your words. And I always knew speaking life into situations was important, and speaking things into existence is important and powerful. But today's scripture devotion was just talking about how we were made in God's image, and God spoke life into the universe and said, let there be light, and this and that, and we were created in his image, therefore we also have the power to speak things into existence. And I agree with that, but at the same time I was like, that's not a scripture that says that exactly. Look, I know some of you aren't believers, so just like, it doesn't matter whether you believe or not, like, you still have the power of life or death in your tongue. You still have the power to choose words to change your day, your mood, or your environment. So regardless if you believe this or not, it's there, you know, scripture or not scripture. But so after that devotion, I just flipped open the Bible and it flipped into Daniel, and I saw the word vision. There's like a title on chapter 10, and then I read it, and then it just talked about how the angel came to him and he said, because of your words, I came to you. Because of your words, this happened. It had said so many times, like, your words. So I'm like, okay, words. Like, okay, God, that's what you want to tell me. Like, my words are that powerful. So that was just a confirmation for me. Like, that was a side note in here. Like, wasn't even, like, I planned on making this video regardless. But anyway, back to picking a word. I think it's important to pick 1 or 2 words, because if you have that list of improving yourself, yeah, it's great. And you should be working on each thing, but it's overwhelming. And when you pick a word, like I picked empowerment, that kind of embodies like everything that I want. I want to be empowered as a wife, as a mom, as an entrepreneur, as just a woman. If you choose to make a conscious effort, speak a word that you really truly want, it's going to change your day. Now the next thing that you have to do is put into action. But now that you have that list of things you want to improve on, take a couple of them, 1 or 2 things in that week that you really want to master. And don't overwhelm yourself. Like, choose something that to this day is the day I'm going to work on this. For me, I'll give you an example. I decided that once a week for this year, once a week minimum, I'm going to get myself together. Because I noticed that when I don't put myself together, when I'm in a funk, when I'm just not doing anything, especially being a stay-at-home mom, you can get so caught up in like just being blah and being in sweatpants, and you just don't feel good. Getting up earlier isn't easy, but it's worth it. All I can say for this topic, I honestly wish my best friend was here to just say something quick, but like, I've been friends with her for over a decade, and I know her in and out, and I've been through all the ups and downs in her life. And I'm telling you, this year, well, last year was her year, like was a great year for her, but she made all the changes in her life necessary to fix things that she didn't like about herself or her environment or her situation or her job. When you take the necessary steps to work on improving yourself, it just shows maturity. It shows self-awareness. Self-awareness is so important because it separates you from other people. And I feel like when you're self-aware, you want to change yourself for the better. You want to help other people around you. You want to empower yourself and others. It shows perseverance and growth. That is reinventing yourself. It's working on yourself. You're never going to be maybe exactly who you want to be or the person you're supposed to be. You have to constantly work towards that. So these are steps, these are things that I think are helpful. For me, I'm in the process of doing this, and I just want to encourage everyone to just work towards being that person. I love you guys. I want you guys to have like just purpose and feeling, just to feel refreshed and reinvigorated, and for you to be the best you can be. So let's reinvent ourselves. Love you guys. Comment below your thoughts, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.